everyone, it's Tara here. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today I want to create a snail mail introduction zine. So I've been kind of into zines. I haven't really mentioned it on my channel. I was going to create like a video of my process of creating a digital zine. I print it out, but I create it all digitally through Illustrator. And I actually recorded, or I thought I was. I made an end of the year zine for 2020, and I recorded my screen while I was working on it, my computer screen. My software was actually set to the wrong monitor. I have two monitors on my computer, and it recorded the monitor that I was not working on. So I just had like hours of footage of me just not doing anything on the monitor, probably like watching a movie or something. So it was highly disappointing, and I kind of lost all motivation to not, like, I wouldn't recreate it because that would just be crazy. But I just kind of like lost all motivation of doing anything. So yeah. But then I got a lovely letter in the mail from a pen pal of mine. They live in Germany. And they're a fairly recent pen pal. I met them through post crossing, but we have a lot of the same interests, and we just kind of started exchanging mail. Kind of funny story about the letter I got from them. It ended up at a house that's like is up the street in my neighborhood, and the guy like messaged me on Facebook. He's like, "Oh, I think I got your mail." I mean, it was addressed to my address, but I guess, I don't know, probably got stuck to something while the mail carrier was putting in their box or something. But anyway, the guy reached out to me on Facebook, so that was really cool, and I'm glad I ended up getting the letter. And the pen pal sent me like a cute little zine that kind of just introduced themselves, and I wanted to kind of just copy that. So I've been thinking about it a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I have like a little mock-up here of kind of like how I want everything to be laid out, and just some random stuff. I printed pictures. So I got a picture of my front door, which is like my prized possession, my purple front door. A picture of myself. I have like a little snail mail pattern thing that I made a while ago that I thought would be cute to put in there. And then I printed out just some like headings and things that I don't really want to just handwrite. I printed out in two different sizes because I'm not sure. I'm using, I think this is a quarter sized zine. I don't know much about sizing, so forgive me. But I'm not really good at like printing things out and determining if they would fit. So I printed like some different sizes of the fonts. I have some maps, which is Las Vegas. You'll figure this out anyway, but I'm actually named after Terra Avenue in Las Vegas. Born and raised there. My mom saw the street sign when she was pregnant with me. I imagine it's some sort of, I think one of the characters in Gone with the Wind is named Terra, and a lot of people ask me if that's why I'm named Terra. It's not. Very likely the street could be a reference to that. I have no idea. But yeah, I just have pictures of myself just on different papers. I printed originally all of this stuff on glossy photo paper for like the best quality. But after I was thinking about it, I was like, if I scan this in, then it's going to be all shiny and weird. So I printed it just on some computer paper. So I got that, my little journal, which I also just laid everything out, things that I wanted to include, and then I did like a little mock-up here. So I've been thinking about this entirely way too much. I don't know why. It's just such a thing for me. But I don't know how I really want to go about decorating it. I wanted to keep it simple, but I also kind of want to do like a painted paper, so I don't have to do like a lot of collage. So I figured I'd start with that and then just kind of see where that goes. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like this is maybe like a common thing for people to do these days, is just like a little introduction zine about yourself that you can include with your letters. Of course, it's always fun to, to write it out, but there's also something really fun about just making a zine and being able to share it easily with people. And maybe share it with people that you just really wouldn't be pen pals with. But yeah. If you guys end up making something similar, or if you already made something similar, please let me know. I'd love to see it. Get inspiration. It's kind of hard because it is definitely something that would have to be updated fairly consistently, depending on, if your address changes or something like that. So anyway, I guess we'll just get started and see what I can accomplish today. So I'm just going to start with a sheet of printer paper. I'm going to put paint on it. I have a video, I'll link it maybe if I remember, painting paper. I'm going to do both sides because I'm eventually going to cut it apart to make it into the final size. So yeah, I'm not sure what colors I'm going to use. I kind of want to I don't want to do like the same colors on every side because that would be boring, I think. It's also kind of why I don't really want to paint it because I don't know. But also at the same time, I feel like I'm going to be using a lot of like collage. So a lot of it's just going to get covered up anyway. So why should I even care? That's a good point. I don't know. It's been a while since I made a video. So sorry, I'm kind of all over the place right now. I like this color. I'm not trying to spend an incredible amount of time on this because, like I said, I think most of it's just going to get covered up anyway. So I'm just going to move on real quick and see what's what. I actually really love these colors together. I'll have to remember this for next time. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I'm still. If y'all know of any cool tool that actually does this better than a silly comb where you can just easily make lines, I'd be, I wouldn't be mad to know about it. I feel like that's like the one benefit of like going to school. It's like learning about all of these things that can make your life easier when you're trying to make art. And I've always heard people use like drywall tape to make some textures. But like, I've never seen drywall tape that's big enough for paint to even go through it. Like the drywall tape I have is this, which I've tried it and it doesn't do anything. So I don't know. If you guys know of a specific type of drywall tape, please do link me. I think I like this color combo so much, this paper so much, because it gives me like 90s Taco Bell vibes. I don't know about y'all, but like my family and I went to Taco Bell all the time. My mom was obsessed. Like we like knew everybody. Like this is kind of like pathetic maybe, I don't know. But there was a Taco Bell that we always went to. My mom knew like everybody who worked there. They would come and like sit with us and like hang out and talk to my mom. But she was like obsessed with these. She would get a bean burrito with green sauce. And like that was her jam. She would just eat like one, but I don't know. It was just like the thing that we did. And it's kind of funny because my mom is like very conscious of her diet. So it's weird to think that I have like so many memories at Taco Bell. But I think that just brings me back to that, I guess, just 90s aesthetic in general. All right, well, I'm going to cut this down. There are plenty of tutorials where you can actually just make a zine out of just like a piece of paper without like cutting it apart. I don't like them. The folds, like it just like, it never like the page, like the ends of the paper never line up and it bothers me. So I just cut my paper outright. Fine by me. But essentially to cut it down to size, I have to cut this in half and then this in half. Hamburger and hot dog. Make sure I don't have my weird, just my straight blade in here. I recently got a really nice paper cutter. It's downstairs though, and it's humongous. It wouldn't even fit on this desk. It doesn't even fit on my desk out downstairs. But I got it for making zines because it can do like 20 pages at a time. What is this, 8.5? Okay. I don't know where the lines are on this. It's so teeny tiny. I'm just gonna fold this real quick so I have a rough idea of where I need to be cutting. Make sure it lines up. I guess I could just do it down here. But yeah, so I bought, please God, I bought this really nice paper cutter. It was only like $100 or so, like maybe 200. That's good enough. It's not great, but it's good enough. I don't think I'm gonna use this. But it can cut up to like 20 sheets at a time, so it'd be really nice when I'm cutting zines out to use that. But it is gigantic. I'm trying to find like a nice work table that has like the depth to hold it, because my husband also got me for Christmas a paper creaser, which is also gigantic, like humongous, and I just have nowhere to put it right now. Like my desks are all occupied, and even if they weren't, like they're just really not that spacious. So I don't know. At some point, I think this upstairs is just going to become my little print shop, because we never spend time up here except for when we're in the kitchen. Like we have a TV and stuff up here, but we really just, we watch everything on our computers downstairs. So I just need, I think it's just 4. Oh, 3. I just need 3. I don't have enough information. I don't have a cool enough life, I guess, to need more. All right, so how am I going to get started? I'm just going to name this Heart Pterodactyl, which is how I sign all of my letters. I might put like a postally yours on there or something, you know. I was going to just put Sia on the back, but I think I might just, no, I think I'll put postally yours on the back, and I'll just put, or on the front, and put postally yours. And I just need something to write that out with. I don't know if I want to do it on plain paper. I need to cut this down actually. I'm like a humongous fan of not straight edges lately, but like effortlessly ones that take a lot of effort to actually get. Nope. I don't like the brush tip on this. I don't like writing in it. I don't like that either. What am I gonna do? And I think I'll put something or other behind it. I think that's one of the things that I kind of just miss about working with like physical objects and not just using something on the computer is just like I can't really doodle. At least I can't. I'm sure there's people out there way more talented than I am that can actually doodle on a computer, but I sure can't. And it's just fun to just be able to like not have to think about anything. And I'm gonna put a darker line around this because I feel like these two colors kind of clash. It's hard, like I don't have any like formal, I mean, I don't have any formal training with literally anything. But like Illustrator is all just stuff that I've Googled, watched YouTube, and just kind of figured out by searching what I need to do. So it doesn't just like come naturally by any means. So it's like I want to do something on the computer, on Illustrator, even Photoshop or whatever, but I don't know how, and then I spend most of my time trying to figure it out. And then by that time it's just like, I don't even want to do this anymore. But with like a physical thing in front of me, it's just like, I can try this, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But it's just easier to try. I think I'm gonna put the pink. I think I like this one better. No, I'll stick with the purple for now, and then maybe I'll just do other doodles on this. I don't know, you guys will have to let me know like what you prefer, how you prefer to work. Are you like really good digitally? I recently bought a Wacom tablet, not the one that has a screen on it, so it's like kind of discombobulating. I don't know if that's the right word, but like trying to match up where my pen is on my screen. It's really weird because like you just kind of have to look at your screen while you're doing this, and if the tablet's like tilted in a way, then you don't make like straight lines. It's really a kind of a trip to use. And I have a really hard time with the brush settings. I don't know if any of you guys use tablets or anything. Let me know your favorite program to use. This doesn't look like a heart anymore. That's okay. I've tried a few. I've tried like Clip Pro, one other one, Photoshop. I have to download brushes, which I don't have, but I have a lot, like, I don't know, like with the tablet, it has like your pen sensitivity and like all of that, kind of like how you would on an iPad. But I don't know the settings on a computer, like on the programs. I wish there was Procreate for your computer, but it's only on the iPad, so that kind of sucks. Yeah. But if you guys use a tablet or anything on your computer, let me know what your settings, your programs, any tips or tricks that you might have for me. I'm kind of wishing I had I don't, compared to like this purpley tealy thing I got going on, the other combo makes me want to cry. All right. So first up, I am, on this here, I'm going to put a knock knock joke, which is the origin of my nickname. I think I've said it before, but my mom used to come up with knock knock jokes for my name, possibly my brother's name, but I don't remember any if she ever did come up with some for my brother. So it was like knock knock, da da da, and then the end result was pterodactyl, tear a piece of paper. I feel like there was one other one, but I don't know it off the top of my head. If there was, I don't know. The tear a piece of paper one was incredibly clever on my mom's part. But tear a piece of paper is a very long nickname and just kind of weird. But it's also fitting because I do love paper. It's really kind of funny to me, like, that I'm making zines now, because when I was younger, I was really into zines. Like, one of my AWOL friends, Chrissy, introduced me to them back in the day. And, like, there used to be, like, a whole community on LiveJournal. A lot of people I was friends with on LiveJournal, like, made their own zines, and that's kind of how I traded zines. Well, not traded, but purchased and found out about zines back in the day, like the early 2000s. And there was a lot of distros, and you would like fill out a paper form and mail that to them with like a money order or cash to get your zines. And I don't know, it was just really fun when I was a kid and like asking my mom for money. And I always wanted to make one, but I just like, I didn't know what about. Like, I'm not a good writer at all. And it was really just kind of daunting to me. And like, I feel like I have to over-explain myself, and it's just so silly. But yeah, so when I was a kid, I always really wanted to make zines, and I just never did. And the first time I ever made a zine was like through a swap bot swap. But it was just like a collage zine. So it's just kind of weird and funny to me that I'm like doing this now, and that I've made 2 zines within the last 6 months, really, after never making any. I guess I did make one when I moved to Rhode Island. The dark years. Not really dark. Okay, what's up next? Where's my little mock zine? Alright, so now we go into myself.
Is it considered selfish? Is it considered weak? Is it considered naive? Is it considered bleak? Please, you know how to be. Please, oh come on, you know how to be. But it's just
Alright, so there's my very interesting stats. Next up, my snail mail history. That's exciting.
others stand up to the test, fight to the death of two architects. You are the needle, you're the dart. You are the It's been